Welcome back, everyone, to Lore of the Shadow, where last time we made a little trip to the paths of the dead to rescue a young boy. Now we need to re-enter. Cold dread grips your heart as you approach the dark door once again. For the third time, because I approached earlier with a horn also. Well, time to go. Here goes nothing. Let's see if this is similar to the previous experience or if they've gotten even worse since I was last here. Or is the place emptied of the spirits after the last encounter? Are they afraid of me? Are they seeking revenge? Well, they're still flitting all around, that's for sure. Up and around and all the way through. And if I'm lucky, I'll still be breathing when I get out on the other end. The cold air hangs heavily in the great open space. That's assuming, of course, that I can breathe this heavy air. Well, let's see, what else have we got? Ooh, like those filaments coming in from down there. Dead Rohirrim who tried to cross here before. Oh, nothing scary in this place at all. Yeah, right. See, and even the scariest thing of all, a river. Well, fortunately, it's not an enchanted river or anything like that. Who knows? 10 minutes later, you drop dead. You don't know why. You never saw it coming. Well, alright, this time we will not turn west. We will just head on south and hope that this is the road to God. I am assuming that the rumors are true that this will eventually lead out into Gondor. I will presume that the story hasn't passed down through all the years, and that they remember when you could, in the days of Isildur, come all the way through here. Well, of course, it wasn't quite so dark and horrible at that time. Like, is this? I wonder why they lived in here. Rather. Oh! The other side! Well, I hope it's the door on the other side. Rather, oh no! Now you're coming into the second section of the Paths of the Dead! You thought you were done? This is just the first hall. Now we're going into the second hall. Then we get to the 21st hall. Maybe have more halls in Moria? Fortunately, with great relief, I emerged from the cave. I guess I need to find a settlement now. I'm sure there'll be plenty of settlements in Gondor. I've been hearing that it's a great kingdom and all. And ah, hello there.
Have you heard the rumors of enemies pressing in from all sides?
Ooh, no, I just got here. How did you come to be here? I must be mistaken, but I'm certain that I saw you come from those haunted paths under the mountain. If that is true, and you are as mighty as you appear to be, the steward will want to speak with you. We are in need of hardy folk, especially now that Lord Duinhir has ridden east. Oh, follow the river Black Root to the south, and you shall find the settlement called Morlot, up in the hill to the west. There you will find Mathelem, our steward. Oh, okay, fine. Okay, I'll follow the river Black route over to there. Okay, good. So is the Black route the river that I was following while I was under there? Well, it's coming out from a waterfall. Let's see. Where does this emerge from? Okay. How in the world did I get curious about this matter? Oh, oh, it comes. Well, it just springs forth from here. Well, I guess that's the definition of a spring. Okay, let's head on down. Let's see if we can find this Morlod. Ah, here you come to an intersection, and since the river has moved away from the path, or I guess the path moved away from the river might be more accurate, unless there was a major shifting of the river since this path was built. And we will take it on the right fork on the assumption that that will lead us to Morlod. Ah, that must be Morlod up there. We got bears here. Alright. So let's beware of the bears. Ooh my. That's quite a settlement. Very rocky. And what have we got here? It looks like occasional orc raids. You have found Morlod, as Luthier described, and should now seek Mathalam. Alright. I'm sure they're going to say, who is this little one? Roving threats. Let's not worry about roving threats. Let's just ignore those. Hello.
How may I help you, friend?
Alright, so you have a connection to Underharrow. That's good, I guess. I guess I might as well tag this also. Ooh, yeah. Good. Always helps to have the right area. Ah, here we are. We have Mathalam, the Steward of the Vale.
Gondor needs your aid.
I thought not, but death itself would ever wander forth from that wretched path. I now see my own folly. Tell me, stranger, what is wretched to Gondor? Well, that's a long story.
These are troublesome times indeed.
These are dangerous times, Pine Lore, as I am certain that you well know. Long has it been since Gondor faced such a conflict, and should we fail now, I doubt that there will be any battle left to fight. Ever since Lord Dwyn here, my sons, and our warriors rode east to Minas Tirith, we have stood nearly defenseless. For our own part, we have held our line, but it has not been without cost. My guards know well what troubles face the Vale, and I would ask that you speak to them. One as skilled as yourself would be a powerful ally, should you wish to aid us. Right. And if you don't wish to aid us, well, get lost, right? I mean, that sounds like pretty much how things would go. Who else has another quest?
Gondor needs your aid.
I have served Lord Dwyn here as his chief counselor and one of his most trusted friends for many years. It was for this reason that I was chosen to be steward during his absence. Yet, where leadership came to him naturally, I have not found any comfort in this role. I am without counsel of my own, for none of the guards can be spared, and too few of the townfolk have any tactical knowledge. I would ask Lady Rosefiend for aid, but she is disinclined to speak to me of late. If you would, try to persuade her to aid me for the good of the Blackroot Vale. Alright, I will speak to Lady Rosefiend. Okay, how about we have here Kelligal. What do we have here?
If you are a friend of Gondor, welcome to Morlod.
If you are not, listen to my words and hasten your feet elsewhere. We have troubles enough in the Vale without you adding to them. Ah, boy. Strange things have been happening here of late, and it has stirred in the creatures of the Vale a form of madness. I could not say what has caused it, but I know the creatures are oft driven into a frenzy when approached. I have seen beasts cast themselves into the walls of Morlad for no reason at all, doing themselves great injury in the process. Do you want to know what I think? I think it is the whisper of death that has done this. But let us not speak of that now, of the whisper of death, all right? It is but a matter of time before one of the beasts is driven into the heart of the city. It would ease my mind if you could defeat a number of these frenzied creatures of the Vale, or the bears and birds that might be next. We might speak again once this is done. Okay, so I need to defeat frenzied or maddened creatures throughout the Blackroot Vale. Okie dokie. And I need to talk to Ektel. Oh, I guess this is... Yeah, this is Ektel.
How may I help you, friend?
Excel. I saw you arrive earlier, traveler, and I knew it was only a matter of time before you came to me. The old man is a wise adviser, but he is not as well suited to leadership. What few of us remain have held these lands west of the river Blackroot, but our archers have grown weary. Ever since the orcs sacked Tinkerbell to the east, our troubles have only grown more dire. Bellingus seems pleased by your arrival, so perhaps you should seek him above. Okay, so now I need to talk to Belligant. Does he also have a quest for me? No, he doesn't. Alright, Belligant. Oh, hold on. This is... Oh!
What news do you bring, traveler?
Hail, Pinelore, is it? I and the archers of Morlad have been spending more and more time holding the Blackroot from the orcs. They stage raids for Tinkerbell and have grown so bold to approach Morlad. I assure you, none of them shall get past us. You see, the archers of the Vale are known throughout Gondor for their skill with the bow. Well, I hope the archers will be known for the skill in the bow, because... However, we have fewer and fewer arrows each day, so I would ask that you travel into the field and return with some to us. I promise that if the orcs should return while you are away, we shall not pierce you with our arrows. Okay? Alright, well, alright. We'll get you some... I'll see if I can find any arrows that are still usable. Actually, let's take care of that. Then we could worry about talking to Belligant later. Let's see. Oh my goodness gracious. We've got orcs all over the place. Well, this one looks reasonably intact. Okay. Well, this will probably need some cleaning before it could be useful again. Okay, now that bear doesn't look too frenzied, so... Right? Actually, it counts as a frenzied creature for some reason. Okay, so I guess it is a frenzied bear, it's just that I haven't noticed it yet. Okay, so I'll pretend that I haven't noticed it yet. That's just a regular bear. That's not frenzied. Hi there! See? You're not going to do anything weird. See, I just need to pick up these arrows. No, you're not going to compromise in this, are you? Okay, fine. Maybe a little bit frenzied. I've seen worse. Beast Slayer of Western Gondor. One frenzied creature. Ooh. Just pick up the arrow. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to go and do some hunting of Frenzied creatures there. Okay, plenty of arrows. How about, since I'm close here, I will deliver the arrows. Then I will head out for the frenzied creatures. That way they'll have something to shoot at me when they mistake me for an orc, right? Here are your arrows.
Well met.
Yes, these shall do nicely. You have my things. I told you that we wouldn't hit you. Good. Now, let's go and find some more frenzied creatures. Oh my. I guess that must be the Stone of Erech, which we heard about so long ago. Yeah, that looks like a frenzied creature, right? No, actually, it's not. Oh, no, it is. Okay. Yeah, it is a properly frenzied creature. Just make sure. I suppose if it is... Now, one of the good questions about the whole thing is, with the frenzied creatures, is the meat still good? I mean, that's an important thing. I mean, we wouldn't want to waste it, but we wouldn't want to cause some sort of maddening disease or anything like that. But most likely they're frenzied because of the effects of the dead and all that stuff. So we'll just have to stay away from the eating the brains or anything like that on these. Okay. There you go. Oh, no, be quiet. I have dealt with those frenzied beasts.
I have heard whisperings on the wind. Whispers of death.
Of death. Thank you for your assistance, Pinelore. I do not know what has caused this madness in the birds and beasts of the vale, but there have been strange happenings here of late. If we learn the truth of them, we may learn what has so disturbed the creatures as well. I have heard whisperings in the wind. Whispers of death. There we go. It looks like an incomparable tracery.
The hill of Erech has always been an ill-omened place.
Ooh, do you want to know what this honest man of Morad believes? You may think me a fool, but I feel certain that some great evil came out of the mountains and sped with unnatural haste through the vale. On moonless nights some claim to have seen the dead dancing atop the hill of Erech east of here. Is it true? I cannot speak of that, but I will tell you that no one in Morlad believes his door unbarred when the time comes to blow out its candles. You have more brave than I am, right? That much is certain. If you have the stomach for it, a journey to the hill of Erech might reveal if my supposition is true. If something did come out of the dark reaches under the mountain, I feel certain that it is where you will have gone. It has always been an ill-omened place. Yeah, I heard the story on that one. Alright, fine. I will look into that after I speak with others in the area. Let's see. Up around here, around here, around... Oh boy, goodness gracious. Nothing like a mountain home. This place is going to be as... I'm trying to remember that hobbit village that was built on the site of a cliff. Ah, well, right now we have Belegant.
How may I help you, friend?
Ah, you must be the traveler that arrived today. It is true that the Vale faces many problems in recent days. some much more tangible than others. Word from the south speaks of something stirring in the beasts of the vale, but little else is known. I'm uncertain if he knows of your arrival, but I am certain that Landia would be pleased to speak with you on these matters as well. If you have a moment, I have more personal request of you. Oh, what's that?
Gondor needs your aid.
Yes, with all this talk of orcs, maddened beasts, and, well, sightings of the dead near the hill, I have seen the morale of our people degrade day by day. We have brushed off the dead as more ghost stories in the eyes of the people, but, sadly, it is true. As a result, I fear that our people will soon grow weary of what may be a long conflict in Gondor. If you would, I am certain that tales of your might, your adventures, and even a polite greeting would reassure them that not all is lost. Okay, so I need to find people around here and give them various promises of glory, it looks like. Well, it looks like I got quite an assignment up ahead, and I do have to speak with the Lord's wife also. I think we'll have to get to all that in the next episode of Lore of the Shadow.